and 1:30 here. But we'll have to wait and see how that first game turns out tomorrow before we set a firm starting time. But be that as it may, both teams have gone through their warm-ups. They allow 45 minutes between games, so the Raiders and the Hilltoppers will be squaring off here in just a few minutes. Middle Tennessee comes into the game with a record of 26-29. 12-18 is their conference record. That was their finishing record in the league. And Western Kentucky, just the reverse. They finished 29-26 and 14-16 in the league. They lost their last game to Delaware on the road. The Raiders lost their last two to Liberty at home after winning the first game of that series. So both of these teams coming off a loss coming into the tournament. And each team will have their top pitcher going. David Horn Jr. will pitch for the Raiders. And Gavin Perry, who was so good against Middle Tennessee just a week or 10 days ago as they concluded a series in Murfreesboro, Perry will be on the mound for Western Kentucky. Raiders lineup will be much the same as it has been all year, and I'm sure the same is true with the Hilltoppers. They're coached by Mark Reardon in his fourth year. The Raiders coached by Jerry Myers in his fourth year. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and I'll get a few comments from Coach Myers before this game starts. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Time to take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics, with 5 convenient locations in the Murfreesboro area and numerous locations all over Middle Tennessee. Learn more at ascend.org. For the Raiders, who will be the visiting team today against the Hilltoppers, Middle Tennessee will start this way. Owen Nowak will be in center field and will bat in the leadoff spot. Tyler Minnick will hit second behind the plate. Cooper Clapp at second base will hit third. Nathan Brewer plays left field, bats in the cleanup spot. Lane Akers is the DH, and he will be in the number 5 hole. Brett Rogers will hit sixth. He'll be in right field. Dean O'Neill 7th in the order at first base. Brett Von Dolan at third base will hit 8th. And Clay Badalak, the shortstop, will bat 9th. And on the mound will be right-hander David Horn Jr. For Western Kentucky, Hilltoppers will go with Austin Haller in the leadoff spot. He is the second baseman. Reed Howard, the shortstop, will bat 2nd. Lane Arroyos at first base will hit 3rd. Camden Ross, the catcher, hits 4th. Cale Frost in left field will bat 5th. Daniel Stewart, the DH, in the number 6 hole. Hayden Robbins in right field will bat 7th. J.P. Acosta at third base hits 8th. Parker Coley, the center fielder, will bat 9th. And on the mound will be right-hander Gavin Perry. He is a senior. Head coaches, Jerry Myers for the Raiders, Mark Reardon for Western Kentucky, meeting at home plate with the umpires. And we will have a 4-man umpiring crew here today. Randall Hundley will be behind the plate. Derek Everett at first base. Chris Ward at second base. Chris Eagstraud will be at third base. That's your umpiring crew. The Raiders and the Hilltoppers. And they will be meeting for the 156th time in program history. Western Kentucky holds a one-game edge, 78-77. The series was tied before the last three-game series in Murfreesboro. Western took 2 out of 3 to edge ahead in the all-time series. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back. 1 minute on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Talking with Blue Raider Coach Jerry Myers before the Raiders take the field in the Conference USA tournament for the first time today. And Jerry, how do you feel about your ball club coming into this tournament?
Yeah, I feel good about it. Been battle tested throughout the year, and for the most part, with the teams that we played throughout and the series that we had, I think we're in a good spot right here.
Just finished a series with Western Kentucky a week or so ago, and seeing them again, so everything ought to be fresh on everybody's mind.
Yeah, I mean, every weekend is different, every game is different, but we have seen their starter, they've seen ours. They did throw on separate days during our season, but be a similar lineup, I'm sure. They might have a couple different guys in there, but there's some familiarity for sure both ways, and we just got to play our best brand of baseball today.
All right, we're going to go to our game open now. That's Coach Jerry Myers with his comments, and we'll have first pitch coming up.
WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. From the Blue Raider Network and Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters, the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, and by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball. From Kennesaw, Georgia, Mickey Dunn Stadium,
This is the opening day of the Conference USA Baseball postseason tournament. Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky, second game on today's schedule. Hilltoppers have taken the field, and their pitcher is Gavin Perry, a right-hander, 7-2 record, 4.06 earned run average, making his 15th start of the season. He has one complete game this year, and he blanked the Raiders in the second game of the series in Murfreesboro over 7 innings and a run rule win. Gave up no runs on 5 hits. Owen Nowak leads it off for Middle Tennessee, takes the first pitch from Perry. It is ball 1, and we're underway. Popped up into right field. Right fielder going back will make the catch. That is Hayden Robbins, and that's the first out of this ball game. Mr. Callow always tells you time at first pitch. I'm going to say it was at 2:46, and that is Eastern Daylight Time. The batter is Tyler Minnick. Blue Raider catcher takes the first pitch from Perry outside for ball 1. Perry, a big right-hander, 6'5", 265. Very imposing figure out there on the mound. Delivers a strike, and it's 1-1 to Tyler Minnick. Tyler missed the final game of the season with an injured thumb, but he's back and ready to go tonight. Or today it is. Swing and a miss, and the count will go to 1-2. Perry threw 77 2/3 innings during the season, had 77 strikeouts and only 18 walks. Pitches low into the turf. This is an all-turf field and a brand-new stadium here at Kennesaw. 330 feet down each line, 400 to straightaway center. They don't give us the distances to the power alleys. About the same at home, I would guess, about 365 or so. And the pitch to Minnick is high. Count will go full at 3-2. They've got a big scoreboard in right center, just as we do. Theirs is a little closer to center field than ours. And a full count to Tyler Minnick. Perry's pitch is a strike call, and Minnick is called out on strikes. That was an off-speed pitch. Tyler thought it was high. And there's the first strikeout of our game. 2 outs in the first inning. The batter is Cooper Clapp. So Perry shut out the Raiders in a 7-inning run rule game in Murfreesboro. Gave up 5 hits and no runs. First pitch to Clapp is high and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the Raiders' second baseman. Takes a strike, and it's 1-1. All turf field. Raiders have played on turf many times this season. I think they prefer the all dirt like we have at home, but you play where they send you. There's a fly ball to center field, fairly deep. Drifting back is the center fielder, and it'll be taken there by Parker Coley for out number 3. So the Raiders go up and down in order in the top of the first inning. Nothing across, and still have yet to put a run on the board against Gavin Perry this season. No score. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Middle Tennessee nothing, Western Kentucky coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit choosechip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the first inning in a scoreless game. Set the Raiders defensively for you with Tyler Minnick behind the plate. Brett Bondolan at third, Clay Badalak at short, Cooper Clapp at second base, and Dean O'Neill at first. Be Nathan Brewer in left field, Owen Nowak in center, and Brett Rogers in right. On the mound is David Horn Jr. Big right-hander has been making his 14th start, 15th appearance, 14th start, has a 4-5 record with a 4.74 earned run average. 68 and a third innings. He's given up 73 hits, 36 earned runs, 36 walks, 79 strikeouts. So he has more strikeouts than innings pitched. His opponent on the mound, Perry, has as many strikeouts as innings pitched. So we got a couple of strikeout pitchers going today, and Horn will face Austin Haller, the second baseman. Left-handed hitter. Haller hitting .301 for the season. First pitch to him and for a strike, 0-1. Horn has a good fastball, but his best pitches have been his cutter and his changeup. Pitch to Haller, low for a ball, and the count will go to 1-1. Haller against the Raiders in that three-game series was 2 out of 11. And one of those hits was a home run. Horn delivers and a foul to the screen. Western is in the third base dugout. They're wearing all white uniforms, black lettering, black trim, two-tone caps, white with a black bill. Raiders in their black tops, white pants, and the two-tone caps, black caps with a blue bill. Pitch was high for ball 2, and it's 2-2. Horn delivers 2-2, and a swing and a foul straight back. Count holds. This ballpark is on campus at Kennesaw State. There is no parking for fans anywhere around this ballpark. That is a drawback. The 2-2 pitch just missed. Low and inside for ball 3. Thankfully, some of us got a parking pass for a lot right across the street, but most of the fans have to park at a designated place and ride a shuttle over here. Ground ball to second, backhanded by Clapp. Over to first in time. That is out number 1 here in the first inning. Haller grounds out second to first. So one away for Reed Howard, the shortstop, sophomore. Howard, a right-handed batter, stands in. And hits one sharply to second. Big hop for Clapp, over to first in time. 2 up and 2 down. Second baseman Cooper Clapp has handled the first 2 Hilltopper batters. And this will bring up the first baseman Arroyos, who is the league's leading hitter. He won the batting championship, the individual batting championship in Conference USA this year with a Very impressive, 366 average. A big left-handed hitter. Stands in with the bases empty and 2 outs. You're in inning number 1. David Horn's pitch in for a strike. Off-speed pitch. And it is 0-1 to Arroyos. 4 for 11 against the Raiders in that series at home. That included a double and 2 runs batted in. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and he took it low into the turf. Bounced away from Minnick. 1-1. The team practiced at Tyler Minnick's old high school near Smyrna, Georgia, on Monday night. They came down Monday. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Arroyos. Fastball in for a strike. The count will go to 1-2. To understand, it was about an hour's drive from the team hotel to that practice field on Monday night. The 1-2 pitch comes in high for a ball, 2-2. Showed him 92 on the fastball. Arroyo stands back in with a 2-2 count. David Horn Jr. comes set. And the 2-2 pitch, foul straight back. Our first game today ran long, which set us a little over an hour back at our starting time. That game lasted almost 4 hours, and it was not an extra inning game. Sam Houston beat Louisiana Tech 14-13. Strike 3 called, and this inning is over. Off-speed pitch caught Arroyos looking. And that is all in the first inning. Hilltoppers go down in order, nothing across. We have completed 1 full inning. Middle Tennessee nothing, and Western Kentucky nothing. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
To go to the second inning, each pitcher had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Conference USA All-Conference teams were announced yesterday, and Western Kentucky had one first-team player. That was Arroyos, who just struck out to end the bottom of the first inning. And the Raiders had 3 on the second team, including Tyler Minnick, Owen Nowak, and Lane Akers. Akers was named as the DH on the second team. First pitch from Perry. Coming in to Nathan Brewer is in for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Nathan gained some fame with that 4-home run game down at Florida International weekend before last. Fouls this one back into the catcher's mitt. Ross couldn't hang on to it. And the count remains 0-2 to Brewer. 302 average. 12 home runs, and struck him out swinging. Brewer down on strikeout number 2 for Perry. And the batter will be Lane Akers. Congratulations to Lane. He was also named as a member of the all-freshman team in the conference, as well as second-team all-conference. Akers had a really great series against Western earlier. 5 for 12 with a home run. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Gavin Perry delivers on a bouncing ball to the left side and off the glove of the shortstop into left field. I think they'll score that as an error. That ball took a high turf hop and got away from Howard. So Akers is at first base. We'll see how they score it. And the batter will be Brett Rogers. They're going to give him a hit. Now they take it off. Here's Rogers. Rogers hits a fly ball into shallow left center. Everybody coming on a run. Center fielder will grab it. Makes a long throw back to first, safe. Akers had been off, thinking that one might drop into shallow left center. And just barely got back to first base as the center fielder Coley made a strong throw. So that's out number 2. They do give Lane a bad hop single. No error. So that's officially the first hit of this game. 2 outs and a runner at first. The batter is Dean O'Neill. Blue Raider first baseman. Takes the pitch low and outside for ball 1. O'Neill also 12 home runs on the season. And the pitch to the plate checked his swing. It was outside. And the plate umpire said, I got this, no appeal. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. 2 outs, 2 down. Ball 3. Just missed. It's 3-0. Short lead by Akers. A strike is called. 3-1. Brett Von Dolan would be next. Raiders, the visiting team in this game. They're in the first base dugout, which is kind of like home to them. Throw to first, runner is back. .330 down each line here. And the pitch is swung out and missed. Count will go to 3-2. That means Akers will be in motion on the pitch as Perry comes set. There goes the runner and a foul ball at the plate. That one bounced into the turf, rolled off to the right side of home plate. The count remains 3-2. Big right-hander comes set. Another 3-2 pitch on the way, and it's fouled off again. And that one goes over into the Blue Raider dugout down the first base side. Raider bullpen is down the right field line. We've got a pretty good line of sight on that. The Hilltopper bullpen down the left field line behind the left field fence. Raider bullpen is in foul ground. Another 3-2 is fouled away. This one over by the Western dugout, so he's giving each dugout a workout here. Mr. Callow listening today. John, you'll be interested to know that the numbers on the scoreboard are even smaller than they are on the one at home. That's why I have my binoculars here. But they do have an auxiliary board down the left field line. Runner goes again, and another foul ball. That's 4 straight that O'Neill has fouled off. Yeah, they've got a much smaller auxiliary scoreboard behind the left field fence. It's a brand new stadium. Very nice seating. They've got chair back seats in an area behind home plate. And another foul ball. That one back to the backstop. New supply baseballs for the plate umpire. There's adequate foul ground here behind home plate and down each baseline, and it narrows when you get out toward the bullpen areas. Another 3-2, and another foul ball. What is that, 7, 8 maybe? This is a long at bat for O'Neill, and he's making Perry throw a lot of pitches. Akers with that infield hit, the runner at first, 2 outs. He's probably getting a little leg weary. He's running on every one of these 3-2 pitches. There's another one, and another foul ball. Off to the left by the western dugout. I wish I'd been keeping an exact count, but I think that's either 8 or 9 consecutive foul balls. Perry with a pitch. Low, and patience paid off. O'Neill draws a walk. Will put runners at first and second with 2 outs, and Brett Bondolan the batter. Perry only walked 18 men during the season in almost 78 innings pitching. And that is his first walk today, and it'll bring a visit from the pitching coach, who is Brett Neffendorf. Probably just wants to give his pitcher a little bit of a break after throwing all those pitches and seeing them all fouled off. That's a really great at bat by Dean O'Neill. Made the pitcher work hard, fouling off pitch after pitch after pitch, and finally letting one go that was a little bit low. So the conference on the mound is going to be broken up by the plate umpire, who is Randall Hunley. I think we've seen him before. The game following this one is set to start at 4 o'clock local time. That will not happen. It is already after 3 local time here. Here's Von Dolan, and he fouls off the first pitch. Sliced it foul down the right field line. That'll roll back into fair territory, and one of our players out of the dugout will run down and pick it up. Raiders don't have anybody in the bullpen right now. I think that's our bullpen catcher, who is Jackson Janilla. 1 strike pitch, fouled off to the left side. Kevin Nichols, the third base coach, swats at it. It looks like he would swat at a mosquito. Knocks it down. And the count to Vondo is 2 strikes. Clay Badalak would be next if Bondolan gets on. The 0-2, low for a ball. It was down into the turf. The count goes to 1-2. Lane Akers, the runner at second. Dean O'Neill at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a high fastball. Scoreboard shows 96 on that one. And that is all for the Raiders in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle Tennessee and Western Kentucky still scoreless here. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the second inning in a scoreless game. I was just looking back in the scorebook to see if Randall Hundley's name popped up any. And the second game I turned to, he had home plate when the Raiders played St. Bonaventure back on the 20th of February. Raiders won that game 2-1 on a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth inning on a double by Cooper Clapp. Before David Horn started his warm-ups, the second base umpire came in and said something to him, and then went in and said something to the home plate umpire. And I don't know what the conversation was about. So Horn in the second inning will face Ross, Frost, and Stewart for Western Kentucky, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Camden Ross is the catcher for the Hilltoppers, batting cleanup, hitting .312, 5 home runs. In the series at Murfreesboro, he was 3 for 12 with a double and an RBI against Middle Tennessee. Horn with the pitch, starts him off speed, and it's a little bit low for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball, cutter, curve, and changeup, including in David Horn's arsenal. Fastball misses the inside corner. 2-0. Camden Ross, a right-handed hitter, native of Colorado. Horn's pitch swung on and missed. 2-1. Ross, in his 4th year with the Western Kentucky program, hit only .179 as a freshman, .295 as a sophomore, and as a junior last year, .301. Strike 2 called, and as a senior this year, .312. So he's seen his average climb up the ladder step by step every year he's been there. 2-2 the count to Ross. The pitch just missed. Another off-speed pitch, and the count goes full at 3-2. Ross leading off the second inning for the Hilltoppers. David Horn Jr. with the pitch, and just missed with a fastball up high for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Camden Ross. First base runner for the Hilltoppers. Cale Frost, the left fielder, will stand in. Frost, a left-handed hitter with a .310 season average. did some damage against the Raiders at Reese Smith Field a couple of weeks ago. 4 for 8 with 3 home runs. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. So he hit 4 home runs during the regular season. 3 of those came in that 3-game series in Murfreesboro just a couple of weeks ago. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Ross will hold at second as the throw comes in, and the Hilltoppers have 2 men on with nobody out here in the second inning. First hit off David Horn Jr. So runners first and second, no outs, and Daniel Stewart also had a good series against the Raiders with 5 out of 10, including a double. He is the DH. Two men on, no outs here in the second inning. Horn's pitch outside for ball 1. 269 average, 7 home runs for the right-handed hitter Stewart. A swing and a foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. Tyler Minnick hangs on, and the count will go 1-1 to Stewart. And he was swinging from the heels. Horn comes back, and another foul tip, and again Minnick hangs on. The count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Daniel Stewart. Coming after him with heat. Stewart listed as a catcher. He is the DH today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. High for a ball, 2-2. And he's a big guy. 6'4", 210. He's out of Hazel Green, Alabama. Horn comes set, and a 2-2 pitch. Instead, the throw goes back to second. And Ross was standing on the bag. Stewart backs out of the batter's box, takes a deep breath. Has a very wide stance as he stands in against David Horn. And the 2-2 on the way is high for ball 3. Horn got ahead of Ross early in the count, but fell behind and finally walked him on a 3-2 pitch as the leadoff batter in this inning. And then Frost followed with a base hit to right. So now a 3-2 pitch coming to David Stewart. And he hit it down the right field line. That's trouble. Ross is going to round third and score. They're going to wave Frost in, and the throw will not be made as 2 runs have come in, and that is a double for Daniel Stewart. Went the other way, line drive down the right field line. Then it rolled into foul territory, and by the time Rogers chased it down and got the ball back in, Frost was just a couple of feet from home plate. He came in to score the second run. So Western takes an early 2-0 lead on a double by Daniel Stewart. He's at second base, still no outs. Batter is Hayden Robbins, the right fielder. He's a right-handed batter. He bunts, pops it up. That clears the netting and goes back on the roof of the press box. 1 strike to Robbins, a .306 hitter on the season. And 2 out of 6 against the Raiders in the first series, or in the only series between the two. Showed bunt, took the pitch low for a ball, 1-1. First baseman O'Neill was charging, and Clapp was hustling over to cover first base in case of a bunt. Here's the 1-1. Bunts, pops it up again off the screen. Count will go to 1-2. J.P. Acosta waiting to hit next. I'm sorry. Does not look like Acosta down there. Trying to check his swing, and that's going to do just what a bunt would have done. Horn picks it up, tags him on the way to first base, but the runner Stewart moves over to third. That's a put out to the pitcher unassisted. He'll not get a sacrifice because he was not bunting. He tried to check his swing and hit a little bouncer down the first baseline, and Horn intercepted it, tagged him on the way to first base. So, one out, runner at third, and this is J.P. Acosta, the third baseman. Bats from the left side. Horn's pitch on the way. That's in at the knees for a strike. A switch hitter batting left-handed. Bondolan shortened up at third, as is O'Neill at first. Second baseman, shortstop playing normal depth. One out, runner at third. 2 runs in. Outside for a ball, 1-1 now to Acosta. He's a Californian. Transferred in from Fresno City College, where he played 2 years. This is his first year as a Hilltopper. And the pitch. Checked swing, and it's outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Stewart, who had that 2-run double, is now over at third with 1 out. 2-0, Western leading. Shortened up as if to bunt. Took the pitch high for ball 3. 3-1. Horn struggling somewhat in this second inning after a 1-2-3 first inning. Big right-hander comes set, and a 3-1 pitch on the way, and that's fouled out of play to the left. There are some bleachers past the dugout down the left field line. They are empty at the moment. That's where the ball landed. So no fans scampering after that souvenir. 3-2. So full count. Horn comes set, delivers 3-2 and 2 high. Walked him. Second walk of the inning. The first man he walked scored. So first and third, 1 out. Number 9 hitter is Parker Coley, the center fielder. Coach Myers is going to make a visit to the mound. Nobody in the Raider bullpen at the moment. Didn't get to air the complete interview I did with Coach before the game, but enough for him to comment that even though we just played them 2 weeks ago, this will be an entirely different ball game. Both teams know a little bit more about each other now than they did before that series, but other than that, each game stands on its own. And so the conference breaks up. Coach Myers with a word for catcher Tyler Minnick on his way back to home plate. And the number 9 hitter, Parker Coley, will stand in. middle infielders will now play shortened up 3/4 steps in what we call double play depth. First and third, one out. Coley, a right-handed batter. Horn with the pitch. He bunts. Picked up by Horn. There's nobody covering first, and the run is in. O'Neill was charging. Horn was the first infielder to get to the ball, and Clapp had not yet gotten to first base. So that will be a hit and a run batted in for Coley, and it's now 3-0 on the bunt single. And the top of the batting order coming up. This is Haller, grounded out to Clapp at second base in the first inning. First and second, one out. And a little tap, that's going to roll foul. They had started the runners on that pitch. Haller fouled it off, strike one. Everybody goes back. Western playing a little small ball here in the second inning, and they lead 3-0. Now Haller stands back in. Horn with a one-strike pitch. Fly ball, left field. Brewer drifts back a couple of steps, makes a catch, and that's out number 2. 2 down. Reed Howard, the shortstop, will bat. He also grounded out to Clapp at second base in that first inning. So 3 runs have scored here in the second for the Hilltoppers. And David Horn still in a bit of a jam here with 2 runners on and 2 outs. The pitch a little bit high for ball 1. Howard is the 8th man to bat in the inning for Western. Here's the pitch from Horn, and that one hit him. That's going to load the bases with 2 outs. And Arroyos, the league's leading hitter, will come in. Horn got him on a call, 3rd strike in the first inning. But this is a dangerous man. Big, strong, 6'1", 195. Left-handed swinger. 366 to lead the league in hitting during the regular season. Horn's pitch, fastball right in there for a strike. 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the second inning. Horn trying to get out of trouble. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Arroyos. Arroyos held him hitless 0 for 4 in the game he pitched against Western earlier. Arroyos asks for time and steps out. He has to tighten that arm band on his right arm. 2 strikes the count. Horn comes set, and the 0-2 pitch is high for ball 1. 9th man to bat here in the second inning for Western. This Western team won this tournament a year ago. They won 46 games last season and won the conference tournament. Strike 3 call. Caught him looking at like a cutter on the outside corner. So Arroyos, for the second time, called out on strikes. And that is all but 9 men come to the plate, and 3 of them cross home plate. 3 runs on 3 hits, and 3 men left on base. We've played 2 full innings here. It's Western Kentucky 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the 3rd inning. Second game of the Conference USA postseason tournament, coming to you from Kennesaw, Georgia. Campus of Kennesaw State. Mickey Dunn Stadium. Chris Badalak, or Clay Badalak, will lead it off for the Raiders in the 3rd. Number 9 hitter, and then we'll go back to the top of the order. And Perry's first pitch taken for strike 1. Badalak had a really good series with the bat against the Hilltoppers in Murfreesboro. He was 4 for 9 with a couple of doubles and an RBI. And pops this one high in the air down the left side. Shortstop Howard in shallow left field, and that one almost got away from him. He got it. And that is out number 1. I think I forgot to give you the weather conditions when we started. Let's see what I can find. It's 85 degrees here. Wind out of the west at 8. Partly cloudy skies. First pitch is a ball to Nowak. Owen looks at a strike. Now it's 1-1. Nowak was 3 for 10 against the Hilltoppers in the first series against Western. Swinging a foul to the screen. The count will go to 1-2. So he was named to the Conference USA's all-conference second team. Finished to lead the Raiders in batting with a .325 average. Takes the pitch outside. 2-2. Very effective as a leadoff batter. And the 2-2 is popped up. Third baseman Acosta coming in, and foul ground. He'll take it for out number 2. 2 down. And Tyler Minnick will be the batter. Raiders just have not hit anything solid against Gavin Perry today. Minnick was called out on strikes in the first inning, takes a ball low. The only hit for the Raiders was a bad hop single by Lane Akers. Took a turf hop. And there's a ball hit high in the air, fairly deep, but playable for the center fielder. It'll be taken by Coley, and that will be a quick 1-2-3 inning for Gavin Perry and the Hilltoppers. 3 up and 3 down in the third. So nothing across. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Western Kentucky 3 and Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We move to the bottom of the third inning with the Raiders trailing 3-0. Western Kentucky batted around in the second. They picked up 3 hits in the inning and also had a couple of walks and a hit batsman. And stranded the bases loaded when David Horn got the final out, a strikeout against Arroyos. So here's Camden Ross. He led off the second inning with a walk and came around to score. Now he's leading off the third and takes the first pitch in for a strike. 0-1 to the Western Kentucky catcher, Camden Ross. Horn's pitch misses inside. It's 1-1. Understand we've had a little precipitation back home, kind of interfering with the spring fleeing, which is going on this week. Scattered showers are forecast down here also, but so far today we've been fortunate, haven't had any rain. Pitch is outside, ball 2, 2-1. And a pitch. Fly ball, center field. That'll send Nowak back on the track, and he's going to watch that one. That sails over the fence, over the batter's high, over 400 feet from home plate for a solo home run for Camden Ross. That would be his 6th home run of the season. And hardly any doubt about that one. So it is now a 4-0 game. And the batter is Cale Frost. Frost had a base hit in the second inning, came around to score. So Ross with a solo homer to lead off the third. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Frost, a left-handed batter. He is a senior out of the state of Iowa, transfer from Nebraska. 1 strike to count. That one hops up there, and the count goes to 1-1. There's a ball popped up, and that's going to be foul and out of play. 1-2 to Frost. Left-handed hitter. Raiders do have the bullpen working now with a lefty and a righty throwing. Ground ball to second. Big hop for Clapp over to first in time, and that's the first out here in the third inning. With one out, the batter will be Daniel Stewart, designated hitter. Had a 2-run double to put Western on the board in the second inning. Hilltoppers leading 4-0. We're in the third. Here's Horn's pitch, swung on and missed, strike one. Stewart's double went opposite field, right down the right field line. And drills this one into center field, and that's another base hit for Stewart. Second hit in the inning for the Hilltoppers. Hit number 5 off David Horn. And the batter will be Hayden Robbins, the right fielder. Bounced out to the pitcher in the last inning after trying to bunt a couple of times. First pitch to him is a strike called. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Robbins. Runner at first, one out. And David Horn with the pitch and struck him out swinging. Robbins down on strikes for out number 2. Strikeout number 3 for David Horn Jr. And the batter is J.P. Acosta. Switch hitting third baseman, drew a walk in that second inning. Stewart with that base hit, the runner at first. And the pitch to Acosta is hit in the air to left field. Nathan Brewer has the range on this one, comes in and grabs it for out number 3. So that is all in the third. Hilltoppers add another run, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. Leadoff home run by Camden Ross. So we've completed 3 full innings. Totals for Western Kentucky: 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And for the Raiders, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. 4-0 Western. We'll take you to the 4th inning here in Kennesaw, Georgia. That's coming up right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
For the Raiders, Cooper Clapp leads off the 4th inning, 3-4-5 hitters. to face the right-hander Gavin Perry, who has been a tough customer so far. The first pitch clap is a strike. Caught the outside corner, 0-1. Cooper in the series in Murfreesboro was 4 for 10. There's a swing, and that one fouled off his foot, rolls out into fair territory, and it goes to 0-2. Clapp, Brewer, and Akers scheduled to hit here in the fourth. A swing and a miss, and Clapp goes down swinging on 3 pitches. 1 out in the fourth inning. That is the 4th strikeout for Perry. And the batter is Nathan Brewer, strikeout victim in the second. Brewer went down on 3 pitches. I think there was 1 foul ball involved in there. And Clapp just struck out on 3 pitches and 1 foul ball. There's a base hit to right field. Solid single. Played on a couple of hops out there by Robbins. He'll get it in, and the Raiders have their first clean hit of the game and second base hit. Now Lane Akers, who had the first hit. That was a bad hop single. Looked like a routine ground ball to the shortstop, but it took a high hop as Howard was getting ready to field it and hopped over his head out into left field. There's a shot and knocked down by the pitcher. Shortstop throws to first, safe. And runners will be at first and second. Akers hit a shot right back at the mound. The pitcher, Perry, got a glove on it or got something on it. I don't know if it hit him or he got a glove on it, but it slowed it down. And the shortstop charged and had to make a hurried throw to first and just missed him. So 2 hits back to back, and the batter will be Brett Rogers. Takes the pitch inside for ball 1. So Chuck Akers, or Lane Akers, gets his second hit. Of course, Chuck's son, Lane. 1 ball, no strikes. High, ball 2. 2-0 to Rogers. Rogers had a .315 batting average this season, starting every game for the Blue Raiders. Looks at a ball high, ball 3 is 3-0. Another one out of the zone would load the bases. Raiders are down 4-0. Have runners at first and second with 1 out. And he takes a strike. 3-1. Rogers take it all the way. Gavin Perry checks his runners and now will throw back to second, but Nathan Brewer standing on second base. So a 3-1 coming. And that one's hit in the air. It's a foul ball. Will it get out of play? Nope. Third baseman will take it. Acosta made a nice running catch in foul ground. So Rogers fouls out for the second out, and the batter will be Dean O'Neill. Had that lengthy at-bat in the second inning before drawing a walk. Fouled off either 9 or 10 consecutive pitches before drawing a ball 4 on a 3-2 pitch. First and second, 2 down. The pitch taken low, ball 1. If nothing else, that at bat helped run Perry's pitch count up a bit. High, ball 2, 2-0. That was a fastball at 96. Check of the runners and the pitch. Bouncing foul off to the left. Ross gloves it, tosses it into the dugout. 2-1. Pitcher asks for time and needs to adjust his shoelace or something. There's ready. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now he turns and throws back to second. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. I said 3-1. It was actually 2-1, so it's 2-2 now to O'Neill. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a ground ball to the right side. First baseman has it. Throws to the pitcher covering, and they get O'Neill for the 3rd out. First baseman Arroyos had to range far to his right to pick up that bouncer, and the pitcher got there in time. So the 3rd out. Raiders come up empty in the 4th. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning here in the Conference USA tournament. Western Kentucky 4 and Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit choosechip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
David Horn will face the number 9 hitter, Parker Coley, who had an infield hit in that big 2nd inning. And then top of the batting order. First pitch to Coley, shows bunt, takes the pitch high, ball 1. I believe that infield hit he had was a bunt single. It was, with a runner at third base. So he got an RBI on that. That's a drive down the left field line. No bunt here. It's a fair ball. Skips off the wall. Brewer with a strong throw to second, but not quite in time to get Parker Coley, who goes in with a double. That ball hit sharply down, right down the line in left field. Brewer played it well off the wall and got the throw in quickly, but Coley made it to second plenty of time. So that's the 6th hit off Horn. And the leadoff man, Austin Haller, who is 0 for 2, will stand in. Foul back this way and off the screen, strike 1. A little bit better facilities than we had a year ago when we came to Kennesaw to play Kennesaw State. They were in the process of building this beautiful stadium, but we played at a different area, different venue. Here's the pitch. Pop foul left, that'll get out of play, and it's 0-2 to Haller. Mr. Kell and I were perched high on top of the press box at that field, which I believe was an old field that they used, or maybe it was a junior college field, I don't remember. And we had a adventure getting up and down every game. There's a pitch low for a ball. 1-2 to Haller. Hilltopper second baseman is grounded out and flied out, 0 for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads at second. The pitch is lined to center, a base hit. They will hold him at first and third as the throw comes in. And the Hilltoppers keep the attack on as Haller lined a sharp single to center. Coley was held at third. So first and third, no outs. 7th hit off David Horn. And the batter will be Reed Howard, the shortstop. Raider bullpen goes to work again. And the pitch to the plate. He's around the bunt. Horn picks it up, goes to the plate, and a safe is the call. Minnick thought he might have had him with a swipe tag. The call safe. So a run is in. The Raiders going to challenge this. They will. So let's hold on until we get a definitive ruling from the umpiring crew, as two of the umpires will head back to wherever they have the replay system to take a look at it. A lot of small ball going on today. Whether the runner was out or safe is not going to affect the fact that Howard laid down an excellent bunt. I don't know if they're going to call that a hit or not. Probably a fielder's choice. Horn could have gone to first and gotten the out, but thought he had a chance to get the runner. Coley coming in from third. He slid in, and Minnick tried to get him with a swipe tag. We'll see what the outcome is when the officials come back on the field. So I'll score that a fielder's choice for Howard. And down to second goes Haller. And Coley is in the dugout where he will stay because he will either have scored or he will have been called out. Horn is going to toss a few warm-ups while they're waiting for the umpires to come out. In that first game today, it was a wild affair. Louisiana Tech took an early 3-2 lead. Sam Houston went up 4-3. Tech came back to lead 6-4. Sam Houston made it 6-5, and then Tech got 5 runs in the 4th inning to make it 11-5. But Sam Houston came back and got 3 in the 6th inning, make it 11-8, and scored 6 in the top of the 8th to make it 14. So the runner is safe, and the 5th run is across. So give an RBI to Howard. That is, and now we have Jerry Meyer going to the mound. Runners will be at first and second. Still no outs here in the 4th inning. And Western already leading by a 5-run count. It looks like Pickens in the bullpen, and also a right-hander. Horn is going to stay in. And the batter is Arroyos, who has struck out twice. Both times called out on strikes. First and second. And the league's leading hitter in the regular season standing in, Arroyos, a left-handed batter. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Raider infield double play depth. And the right-hander delivers ground ball to first. O'Neill has it, throws to second, out there. That's the only out they'll get. That was a high hopper. O'Neill grabbed it, went to battle act for the force at second base. That's out number 1. Over to third is Haller, and now on at first on the fielder's choice is Arroyos. First and third, 1 out. Camden Ross had a home run in the 3rd inning. Hit it over the center field fence, which is 400 feet away. Throw over to first, the runner back. Ross standing in from the right side. David Horn with a pitch. He bunts. Horn picks it up. Thought about going home, but instead goes to first. Gets the out there. And another run is in. Haller comes in to score from third. So give Ross an RBI. He is retired. Pitch to first. For the second out, Arroyos goes to second, and Haller scores on the play. It is now 6-0. And the batter is Cale Frost. Pitch is high, ball 1. Well, you have to give the Hilltoppers credit. They've been getting those bunts down when they were called for. And they've already produced at least half of their runs by way of bunts. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Western now with 6 runs on 7 hits. Count 1-1 to Frost. And pitch is swung out and missed, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cale Frost, first year as a Hilltopper, transferred from Nebraska. Pitch is fouled back this way, off the screen. On deck hitter Stewart caught it on the fly as it came back off the screen. Of course, he had his glove on. He had his hitting glove on, batting glove. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Horn comes set, and the pitch. And again back this way, and again Stewart catches it off the screen. He's 2 for 2 fielding balls caught off the screen. He doesn't get a chance to play in the field, so I guess he's enjoying this. He's the DH. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Frost. Horn comes set. Pitch hit him. Second hit batsman. So that will put runners at first and second. And the batter is Stewart, who is 2 for 2. And that's going to be all for David Horn. So Coach Jerry Myers makes the long walk out to the pitcher's mound. And we will have a pitching change coming up. We'll take a break here while our new pitcher makes his way to the mound, and we'll be back with more Blue Raider baseball. You're listening on the Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
For the Raiders, it will be right-hander Bryant Baranek in to replace David Horn. Horn goes 3 2/3 and leaves trailing by a score of 7-0. We'll run his totals down for you in just a moment. So Bryant Baranek is in his 21st appearance this season, most of them in relief. He has started 4 games, 1-3 with a 4.25 earned run average, 42 1/3 innings. He's given up 45 hits, 20 earned runs, walked 8, struck out 28, and will be on here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. Western Kentucky runners at first and second. Daniel Stewart, the DH, 2 for 2 in the first pitch, a strike call, 0-1 to Stewart. Baranek pitched in the final game against Liberty in the 9th inning, gave up a run on a couple of hits. There's a foul out of play, and the count will go to 0-2 on Stewart. Bryant, a senior out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. Attended Columbia Academy. There's another foul out of play, and the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Stewart. Stewart doubled and scored in the second inning, and that double drove in 2 runs. He singled in the third. And the 0-2 pitch, foul back to the screen. Count holds at 0-2. This is the 156th meeting between these two schools, 100 miles apart. A swing and a miss, struck him out with a high fastball, and Brynick comes in and gets out of the inning. But not before the Hilltoppers add a couple. So 2 runs on 2 hits. And 2 men are left on base. There were no errors. So we have played 4 innings. It's Western Kentucky leading 6-0 over Middle Tennessee. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Brett Bondolan will lead off the 5th inning for the Raiders against the right-hander Gavin Perry, looking for his 2nd win over the Raiders this season. Bondolan swings at the first pitch, fouls it straight back. Perry beat the Raiders 11-0, second game of the 3-game series a couple of weeks ago at Ray Smith Field. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Took a little off. Had Bondolan out in front. Count is 0-2. Clay Badalak waiting to hit next. Strike 3 called. Came back with a fastball on the outside corner. Bondolan caught looking. And that is the second time Perry has struck out Bondolan. That is his 5th strikeout. And with 1 out, the batter is Clay Badalak, who popped out in the 3rd inning. Perry with a pitch. Swung on, foul straight back, out of play. Raiders put 2 men on in the 2nd, had 2 men on in the 4th, but haven't been able to break the ice against this right-hander. Strike call, and the count is 0-2 to Badalak. His parents are here. You got a good delegation of folks from Murfreesboro here. As a base hit into right field, down the line. That's going to roll into foul ground. Badalak's on his way to 2nd. And he will pull up there with a stand-up double. So Badalak shot one down the right field line just as almost in exactly the same spot Stewart's double in the 2nd inning. The exception being Stewart had 2 men on base in front of him, and both of them scored. Badalak's hit comes with the bases empty. So a runner at 2nd, 1 out, and the batter is Owen Nowak. Owen is flied out and fouled out, 0 for 2. Perry's pitch popped up, foul ground. Third baseman over. Acosta in foul ground will have it. And that is the second time Nowak has fouled out to Acosta. That's out number 2. We'll bring up Tyler Minnick. Minnick set out the final game of the regular season with an injured thumb. Had started every game previous to that. But he's back in the lineup tonight. I had a lot of friends and family here. He's from nearby Smyrna, Georgia. Pitch is high to Minnick, ball 1. Minnick hit .305 during the season with 10 home runs. And he is a senior, second year after starting his baseball career at Georgia Tech. Takes ball 2 down low, 2-0. Badalek, the runner at second. Minnick takes a strike. Sees the count go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Perry's last outing for Western was there's a shot to the second baseman who is playing on the left side of the bag. They had him played just right. And I started to say the shortstop because it was in shortstop territory, but that was the second baseman, Haller. Threw him out at first for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And we are halfway home here. It is Western Kentucky 6, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Conference USA tournament in Kennesaw, Georgia. Second game of the day. Sam Houston won the first one, an almost 4-hour marathon, defeating Louisiana Tech 14-13. So the lower seed won that first game. There's a swing and a foul on the first pitch. And into right field, well, it stayed fair. I thought it was going to be a foul ball, but it's caught out there near the foul line by Brett Rogers. So Robbins, swinging at the first pitch, flies to right for the first out. Bryant Baranek finished off the fourth inning by striking out Stewart and then gets Robbins leading off the fifth. Here is Acosta. Pitch to him, misses for ball 1. The switch hitter bats left against the right-hander Bryant Baranek. Pitch is outside for ball 2, and it's 2-0. J.P. Acosta out of Clovis, California. Third baseman. Takes the strike, 2-1. Played at Fresno City College in California for 2 years. There's a ball fair just past Dolan, rolling into left field. Well, big turnaround first, but Acosta will head back to the bag with a base hit. Hit it just between Von Dolan and the third base bag into left field, and Brewer got it back in quickly to hold him to a single. So 1 out, runner at first. That's first hit off Baranek. And the batter is Parker Coley. He is the center fielder. 2 for 2, number 9 hitter. Had a bunt single in the second and hit a double down the left field line in the fourth. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. Coley is a native of Louisiana. There's a ground ball. Clapp takes it, steps on the bag, throws to first. They get the out at second. The runner was sliding right into Clapp. He fielded it on one hop, just a step or so away from second base. As the runner was going on the pitch, Clapp was moving to cover second, and the batter hit the ball right at him as he was moving. So Clapp stepped on the bag to get the force, but could not complete the throw to first. So Acosta forced out at second for the second out, and Coley is safe at first on the fielder's choice. Coach Myers talking with the umpire, but he might have thought the runner sliding in interfered with Clapp's ability to throw to first, and that's actually what happened, but it may have been a legal slide. I think they're going to look at it. Raiders lost their first challenge. Four umpires are huddling now in the middle of the infield. So 2 of the umpires will go look at it. The other 2 will stay out and guard the infield, I guess. And I think what Coach Myers is saying, that the runner did something illegal to impede Clapp's throw to first base. Because obviously Clapp, after he touched the base, the runner was bearing down on him and he could not get anything on a throw to first. Did get the force out at second. I see a lot of familiar faces down here, just 3 hours and so from home. My friend Randy Lee is in the booth next door, the Western Kentucky broadcaster. I've known Randy for several years. In fact, the last time we went to the tournament, he pulled me out of a deep hole because I forgot a piece of equipment that I had to have to get on the air, and he was gracious enough to let me borrow his, and thank goodness it fit just right, and we were able to get on the air. But so I've held him in high regard, and did even before that happened. But so they rule that the play stands as is. Western will have a runner at first with 2 outs. And the leadoff batter, Austin Haller, will stand in. He is 1 out of 3. And a base hit to center field in the 4th inning. Baranek's pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Raiders Hotel is about 20, 25 minutes away from the ballpark. Oh, there's a throw to first, and they picked him off. Coley is picked off first base. Baranek threw it over to O'Neill, who put the tag on. And now they're going to look at that one. This is a Western Kentucky challenge. So what was I saying? The Raiders, the team headquarters in the Spring Hill Suites off the exit around Marietta. It's 20, 25 minutes away. There's another Spring Hill Suites right across the street from the ballpark, and I had thought initially that's where the team was going to stay, but I got the wrong location. That would have been just a stroll over to the ballpark. Instead, it was you had to get back on the interstate and come all the way down closer to downtown Atlanta, where the traffic is just, well, you know how the traffic is in the Atlanta area. It's almost as bad as it is at home. Now, they're taking a long time looking at this. We do not have a monitor here in the radio booth, so we can't venture an opinion one way or the other. Raiders will play tomorrow at hopefully 12:30 Murfreesboro time, which means our pregame show would be at 12:15. But you have to be aware that there's a game ahead of us, and if it is like the game today that was ahead of us, we started over an hour later. And now Western Kentucky wins this challenge, and they say the runner was safe. Raiders haven't got a lot going for them today. They've lost 2 challenges. Western's won their only challenge. The count is ball 1 to Haller. Runner at first is Coley. Appeared from up here that he was picked clean, and a throw over to first this time. Back in easily. Coley is a base stealer. He's stolen 18 this season. He was anxious to go a while ago, but Raiders almost got him. There's a strike call to Haller, 1-1. Western's played a lot of small ball this year. They stole 93 bases on the season compared to 53 for the Raiders. Another throw over to first. Western fell off from their 46 wins a year ago to 29 this season, but they lost a lot of key pieces and brought in a bunch of new players. There's a base hit to center field. Sharp single. Nowak will get it in quickly, and runners will be at first and second with 2 outs. And we thought the side had been retired just a moment ago on that pickoff. Second hit in the inning, and the batter is Howard, the shortstop, 0 for 2, and has been hit by a pitch. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And the pitch. Foul, grounded over and off the screen and above the Western dugout. Strike 1 to Howard. Fly ball left field. Brewer moving over, reaches up, it's over his head. Off the wall, 2 runs will score. And Howard will pull into second with a double. I think that ball fools Brewer. He was moving like he had a bead on it, but all of a sudden it was over his head and off the wall. So Haller scores all the way from first, Coley from second. It's a 2-run double for Howard. And it's 8-0. That is hit number 1, 2, 3. First 2 runs off Baranek. The batter is Arroyos. It is 0 for 3. He hits a fly ball to left field, and Brewer will take this one without a problem. So that is all in the 5th. But the Hilltoppers come up with 2 more. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 left. We have played 5 full innings. It's Western Kentucky 8 and Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Western Kentucky leading 8-0 as we go to the 6th inning. Both starting pitchers today transferred into their respective schools as grad students. David Orn Jr. from the University of San Diego and Gavin Perry from Eastern New Mexico, where he played for 2 years, and both have done quite well for their teams this year. Both about the same size, around 6'5", over 200 pounds. But David Orn Jr. is out of the game now, and Perry's still pitching. Cooper Klepp takes the first pitch for a strike from Perry. And this is in for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Pfaff has flied to center and struck out. And the right-hander deals, and a fly ball to left field. Moving back is Frost. He will take it for out number 1 here in the 6th inning. Cooper Klepp flies out to left, and the batter is Nathan Brewer. Has one of the Raiders' 3 hits today off Perry. That was a single to right field in the 4th inning. And Brewer takes the first pitch outside for ball 1 from Gavin Perry. Raiders will face Jacksonville State tomorrow, the regular season league champions. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1, 1-1. And in that game, a little bit unusual, but the Raiders will be the home team tomorrow, even though they are the lower seed. Pitch low. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the right-hander delivers a swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 now to Brewer. The Raiders still have not scored off Perry this season. Pitched 7 shutout innings. in the second game of that series. That was on May the 2nd. Limited the Raiders to 5 hits, had 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. And there's a strikeout pitch to Brewer, and that is his 6th strikeout today. And he's also given up 1 walk. So the number's almost exactly the same. And the Raiders just have not been able to dent the armor of Gavin Perry. Here is Akers. Lane is 2 for 2. Takes the pitch for ball 1. Had a bat hop single in the second and a shot that the pitcher knocked down, and Akers beat it out, and he drives one into right center field. That one is very deep and is off the wall in front of the scoreboard. Akers will pull into second with a stand-up double. So Lane Akers today, 3 for 3. Hit that one off the wall and in front of the scoreboard out in right center field, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a little bit left of where the scoreboard is at home, a little closer to center field. So Akers is at second. That is the 4th hit for the Raiders today. Brett Rogers, the batter. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Rogers has flied to center and fouled out. 0 for 2. Fly ball into center field. That's going to be handled out there by the center fielder Coley, and that is out number 3. Rogers flies out to center. And in the 6th, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Western Kentucky leading Middle Tennessee 8-0. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Brian Baranek getting ready to start his 3rd inning. Came on and got the last out in the 4th and pitched the 5th. He's going to give you the final totals on David Horn, which I will do here in just a second. Camden Ross, catcher, will step in. He's had a home run today. There's a swing and a miss. He had a home run cut there. Walked and scored in the 2nd. Homered in the 3rd and hit back to the mound in the 4th. Count is 1 strike. Pitch is high. 1-1. David Horn goes 3 2/3 innings. Gives up 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Walked 2, hit 2, and struck out 3. There's a foul to the screen. The count to Ross will go 1-2. He is a 4th-year senior. Takes strike 3. And I think he knew that. As a catcher, he knew that was a strike. Baranek gets the strikeout, his second. And the batter will be Cale Frost. Frost has a single, he's grounded out, and he's been hit by a pitch. Left-hand hitting outfielder steps in and swings through the first pitch for strike one. Baranek misses the outside corner for ball one, 1-1. Bryant throws hard. He's got a good fastball. There's a ball driven to center field. Noack back. Can't get it over his head. Off the wall, and the throw coming back in. The runner will stop at second. So Frost with a double off the center field wall over Noack's head. It'll be the fourth hit off Baranek. And with one out, the batter is Daniel Stewart. Raiders did not play on this field this season, as we had Kennesaw State play us at home. So, and got only an hour yesterday to work defensively on it. Grounder to short. Badalak makes the play, makes the long throw for out number two. Stewart, after the first pitch, grounds out to short. So I guess what I'm getting around to, the Raiders probably aren't as familiar with this field as they should be, although they've played on turf fields before. And the turf has not had anything to do with the way the Raiders have pitched today, because Western just has hit the ball timely and going to have a pinch hitter here for Robbins. So Robbins is going to be lifted, and the batter for Western is Hayden Nazarenas. Didn't play against us in Murfreesboro because I would have remembered that name. Nazarenas. Nazarenas. It's out of Caruthersville, Missouri. And a left-handed hitter. First pitch, backhanded by Von Dolan. Long throw to first. Fielded there by O'Neill, and that's a good combination for out number three. At the first pitch, Von Dolan backhanded it just as it was about to sneak through to the outfield and threw him out at first. No runs, one hit, one left. We've completed 6 full innings. And your totals in this game for Western Kentucky, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. And for the Blue Raiders, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. 8-0, Western leads. We go to the 7th inning here on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Dean O'Neill will lead off for the Raiders in the 7th inning against right-hander Gavin Perry, who has been double tough today again. Fly ball, left field. Going back, now getting the range on it, is Frost. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 7th. Defensive change for Western. Nazarenas, who pinch hit for Robbins, will go into Robbins' spot in right field. Batter is Brett Bundolan, who has struck out twice against Perry today. First pitch, strike call, 0-1. A swing and a miss at a high fastball, and the count goes to 0-2 on Bundolan. He had 1 for 2 against Perry in the game in Murfreesboro. Pitch is outside, 1-2 now. Clay Badalak had a double his last time up. On deck to hit next. Swing and a tap foul back to the backstop. Count holds at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dallas Baptist will play Kennesaw State in the game to follow this one. There's a shot, backhanded by the second baseman Haller over to first to retire Von Dolan. Hit it sharply. Haller was able to make the play for out number 2. So 2 down. And the batter is Badalak, who doubled down the right field line in his last at bat. It's one of only 5 hits that the Raiders have had off Perry. There's a strike call, 0-1. Backs him away for ball 1, 1-1. So Badalak playing his final year, grad student. Got his master's at Biddle as well as his undergraduate degree. Takes ball 2, 2-1. And the pitch, swinging a foul straight back. Count will go to 2-2 on Clay Badalak. Two outs here in the 7th inning. 8-0 Western Kentucky leading. All 3 up high. 3-2. Center fielder playing very shallow out in the middle of the big logo that's out in center field. There's a bouncing foul. First base coach Ryan Huber makes a clean play. Tosses it out of play. Count holds at 3-2 to Badalak. Gavin Perry with a 3-2 pitch and a ground ball right side. Haller, the second baseman there, gets the throw over to first in time to retire Badalak, and the Raiders down in order in the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch time here in Kennesaw, Georgia. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Western Kentucky 8, Middle Tennessee 0. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit choosechip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Brian Baranek makes his final warm-up toss. Throw goes down to second. J.P. Acosta will lead off for Western in the 7th inning. Baranek's gone 2 1/3. He's given up 2 runs on 4 hits, no walks, and has had a couple of strikeouts. Acosta has a single and a walk and has flied out today. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Takes the first pitch, and that just missed the strike zone. Ball 1. Baranek comes back and a smash. Oh, knocked down and stopped by O'Neill. Throws to the pitcher covering, and they'll get the out at first. That was a hot potato, but Dean O'Neill made the play. And Baranek there to cover. So 1 out in the 7th inning. The batter is Coley. Haven't been able to do a lot with this young man today. He's had a bunt single. He's had a double. He's been safe on another bunt play, and he scored 2 runs, and he hits it back to the mound. Baranek throws to first and gets him for out number 2. So the first 2 putouts in the 7th inning have gone 3-1 and 1-3. And the batter is Austin Haller. He's the Western second baseman and leadoff hitter. Got him out his first 2 at bats, but the last 2 times he has singled and come around to score. So he is 2 for 4. Left-handed hitter, hit .301 for the regular season. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. Raiders had pretty good luck with him in the series in Murfreesboro. He was 2 for 11 in that series, but one of those hits was a home run. Pitch is high, ball 1, 1-1 to Haller. He's another Californian, but he is in his 3rd year at Western. Out of La Mirada, California. Pitch outside, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Got excellent broadcast accommodations here with this new stadium. That ball hit deep to right center field. Nowak over, makes a running catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Baranek and the Raiders. Nothing across in the 7th.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Gavin Perry's tossed 7 shutout innings against the Raiders today. We had 5 hits in the game off this right-hander and trail 8-0. Close to the top of the hour, so let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer with you, flying solo today from Kennesaw, Georgia. The Blue Raiders trailing 8-0. And we'll have the top of the batting order here in the 8th inning against Gavin Perry. And if we're ever going to do anything, get this guy, it's about time to start. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Nowak has flied out and twice has fouled out to the third baseman. Takes pitch low and inside for ball 2, 2-0. There's a strike, caught the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. There is a foul out of play to the left. I think the Raiders have only been shut out one time this season. That was by this pitcher, Perry. Shut him out 11-0 in Murfreesboro. That was a shot to center field and a base hit for Nowak. So he leads off the 8th inning with a single. Hit number 6 off Perry. The batter is Tyler Minnick, 0 for 3. Minnick has struck out, flied out, and grounded out. Playing in his home country as he is a native of Smyrna, Georgia, here in the greater Atlanta area. Minnick takes a strike, 0-1. Raiders have had a problem winning on the road the last 2 years, and this would count as a road game. Pitch is high, 1-1, although it would be classified, I think, as a neutral site. Raiders last year won 4 games on the road. This year won 4 games on the road. Swing and a miss. The count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Minnick. 4-18 this season, 4-19 last season. One ball, 2 strikes to Tyler Minnick. And a pitch. Smash. That is a fair ball. Past the third baseman, rolling into foul ground. Coming around Nowak, they're going to wave him. Nowak's going to score, and Minnick pulls into second with a double. Well, that breaks the ice somewhat. Now we got to chop it up a little more. Minnick an RBI double. Just past third base. That was a tightrope walk down the left field line. And then it kissed off the retaining fence and bounced back into fair ground. So it is now 8-1, and that breaks the hex somewhat against Gavin Perry. Cooper Clapp takes the first pitch, strike 1. RBI for Minnick is 48th of the year. These tournament stats all go into the season stats. That ball skips up to the plate, blocked by Ross, 1-1. Cooper has flat out twice and struck out. So the Raiders finally get on the board here in the 8th inning. Single by Nowak, double by Minnick. Clapp swings and misses. That is a strike as he was fooled by the pitch. 1-2. Perry, the right-hander, into the stretch. And the pitch, ground ball, first baseman picks it up. Pitcher covers. They get the out at first. Minnick goes over to third. So that is the first out. First baseman to the pitcher covering. And with one out, Raiders have Minnick in scoring position at third for Nathan Brewer. Brewer's had a hit today. He's struck out twice. In between, he had a single to right field, and time is called. We've got a visit to the mound coming up. And there's a little activity down in their bullpen now. They haven't had to have anybody up and throwing until now, and I don't even see anybody throwing. They're just up milling around right now. So pitching coach out for the second time in the game. Talked to his right-hand pitcher. So we're just past 5 o'clock here, Kennesaw time, and the final game of the day was due to start at 5. So it'll be a little bit later. Kennesaw State and Dallas Baptist in the next ball game. Conference breaks up, and Nathan Brewer will step up to the plate. The left-handed hitter facing the right-hander, Gavin Perry. And the pitch. Brewer swings and misses, strike one. He'd like to get this run home. Minnick is at third, one out. Check swing, and he went around, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 swung on, popped up in the shallow left field. Left fielder coming on. He'll make the catch. Minnick fakes going in and draws a throw, but way too shallow for him to score. So that's out number 2. The batter is Lane Akers, who's had a good day against Perry. He is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Perry goes for a little rosin. Warm day here. It was 85 degrees earlier. Pitch low and outside to Akers, 4-1. RBI opportunity here for Lane, if he can figure out a way to pick up another hit. Takes a pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0. Brett Rogers waiting to hit next. Akers drills it to right field, and he's got a 4 for 4 day today. As Tyler Minnick crosses home plate with the Raiders' second run, and Lane Akers with his 4th hit, 3 singles and a double. So it is now 8-2 And Brett Rogers will stand in. Perry with the pitch, starts him off with a fastball, strike one. Perry still throwing hard, that one at 94. That pitch misses for ball one, just outside. 1-1 to Rogers. Brett looking for his first hit today. And the pitch low into the turf. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rogers. Akers at first. And another one into the turf. Akers breaks for second. He's in there. That'll go as a wild pitch. So Akers advances into scoring position on the wild pitch. The count is 3-1 to Rogers. Perry struggling a little bit here for the first time in the game, but it's getting late. There's a ball hit sharply to the right side. Haller makes the stop and throws him out at first. That one should have been through to right field, but Haller just made an outstanding play and got Rogers, who is a fast runner, got him at first for the third out. But in the inning, the Raiders pick up 2 runs on 3 hits and leave a runner. So we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Western Kentucky 8, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Western Kentucky leading 8-2. They'll have the shortstop Reed Howard to lead off. Howard, Arroyos, and Camden Ross, 2, 3, 4 hitters in their lineup against Baranek. And the first pitch fouled out of play, strike one. Howard doubled his last at-bat. And now he needs something. The bat was getting awfully slippery, so it needs a little of that stickum to put on the handle. One strike to count. Howard hit one over Noack's head in center field. His last at bat for a double. Takes a pitch high for ball one, 1-1. Reed Howard, a native of Indiana, fouls this one off, and the count will go to 1-2 strikes. Ferdinand, Indiana. Sophomore, so this is second year with the Hilltoppers. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Howard. And skies this one foul. That'll be out of play. Over to the right side. Count 1 and 2. Ground ball right side. Clapp got it on the outfield turf. He will make the throw to first and retire Howard for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. So 1 out. And we'll have Arroyos. The league's leading hitter is hitless today. The Raiders did a good job on him in the series in Murfreesboro, and that has continued today. Takes first pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Arroyos. Ball 2 is outside. 2-0 the count. He's faced Baranek one time. Baranek got him on a fly out to left field. The right-hander delivers, low and inside, ball 3. 3-0. And walked him on 4 pitches. That's the first batter that Baranek has walked since coming in. Arroyos will go to first. He's there with 1 out, and the batter is Camden Ross, the catcher. Walked in the 2nd inning, came around to score, hit a solo home run in the 3rd, grounded back to the pitcher, and struck out in his last 2 at-bats. And now Coach Myers coming out to have a word with Baranek. Raiders have pitchers working in the bullpen. No call to the bullpen yet. Coach Myers is having a pretty good conversation with Baranek. He's going to leave him in. Brian normally hasn't worked quite this many innings at a time working out of the bullpen. So he came in the 4th inning, so he's pitched 3 2/3 now. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's Ross. Pitch to him, low and away, ball 1. Raider infield, double play depth. We've not had a twin killing by either team in this game. There's a strike. The count will go to 1-1 on Camden Ross. And Baranek with the pitch, strike 2 called. The count will go to 1-2. Swing and a foul. Count holds. Western Kentucky finished as the number 6 seed in the tournament with a 14-16 conference record. Raiders were number 9 with a 12-18 conference mark. Pitch is high, 2-2. course, Jacksonville won the conference by 2 games over Liberty. Two-two pitch. Fly ball, right center field, well hit. Nowak, a running catch. Gets it back in quickly, and that is out number 2 here in the 8th inning. Ross put a good swing on it and hit it fairly deep right center field, but Nowak tracked it down. The batter is Frost. Doubled his last trip. He's had a single, grounded out, and been hit by a pitch. A left-handed hitter, and now Jerry is coming out. We'll have the left-hander coming in. This will be Pickens. So Baranek will exit. He goes 1, 2, 3. He goes 4 complete innings. Pitched a third of an inning in the 4th, and then 2/3 here in the 8th. So 4 complete innings for Baranek, and he will be lifted in favor of John Michael Pickens here in the 8th inning. We'll take a break, come back with more on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So pitching change here in the 8th inning. John Michael Pickens, the junior out of state of Alabama, will take over for Bryant Muradick. Pickens making his 25th appearance. 2-2 record with a 3.73 earned run average, 41 innings pitched. He's given up 41 hits, 17 earned runs, 20 walks, 27 strikeouts. And John Michael will face the left-hand hitter Frost. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Frost 2 hits today. Swing and a miss. Count will go to 1-1. Brian Baranek did a good job coming in relief. 4 innings pitched, gave up 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-1. Runner at first to Arroyos, who walked. There's a swinging strike, and it's 2-2. Pickens ready for the 2-2 delivery, and here it is, high, inside, ball 3. So a full count to Frost. Here's the payoff pitch, and struck him out swinging. That will end the 8th. No runs, no hits. 1 left. Pickens ends the 8th inning with a strikeout of Frost, and we'll go to the 9th. Raiders still trailing by a score of 8-2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We've got a new pitcher for Western Kentucky, Nathan Lawson, a right-hander. Give you some numbers on him here in just a second. Nathan Lawson will take over for Perry. 6'1", 210, a grad student out of Russell Springs, Kentucky, and transferred in from Eastern Kentucky. Lawson making his 19th appearance, 2-2 record, 4.73 earned run average, 32 1/3 innings. He's given up 34 hits, 17 earned runs, 7 walks, 28 strikeouts, and does have 4 saves to his credit. So Lawson takes over here in the 9th inning. He'll face the bottom third of the order. O'Neill, Bundolan, and Badalak. Dean O'Neill 0 for 2 with a walk. And a pitch is high for ball 1. Western leading 8-2. Perry goes 8 innings, allows 2 runs, both earned, 8 hits, walked 1 and struck out 6. Pitch misses for ball 2. 2-0 to O'Neill. Lawson with the pitch and a ground ball left side. Third baseman Acosta plays it to first in time, and that is out number 1. Here in the 9th. 1 out. We'll have a fairly brief wrap-up post-game show for you. There are 2 radio booths up here, and I think somebody else is going to be coming in here for the next game. So we'll try to give them enough time to get set up. Bondolan, the batter, takes first pitch for strike 1. 0-1. Brett 0 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Hits this one high in the air down the left field line. It may go foul. It's going to be caught in foul ground by the left fielder. Frost made the catch, and that is officially a foul ball fly out. 2 outs. Here in the 9th, and the batter is Clay Badalak. Raiders down to their final out. Clay has a double in 3 trips. That came back in the 5th inning. Lawson with the pitch. And it's high for ball one. Badlack lines it to right field, and a diving catch made out there to end the game. That was Nazarenas, who came in as a pinch hitter. Didn't start the game, but he makes a diving catch to rob Badlack of a hit and end the game. 3 up and 3 down in the ninth, nothing across. So Western wins. They advance. I think their next game is against Jacksonville on Friday, perhaps. Raiders will play Jacksonville State tomorrow. We'll tell you all about that on the postgame show. We'll be back, have the final totals, and wrap it up for you. Final score, Western Kentucky 8, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap today's action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Freely, attorney at law, State Farm Insurance, and agent Andy Womack, Middle Tennessee Electric, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters. And by Las Casas Drugs. Let's head back to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
News for you, but the Raiders fall to Western Kentucky 8-2 in the first game of the Conference USA tournament between the two teams, and Middle Tennessee will be back in action tomorrow against Jacksonville State, the regular season champion, a team that swept the Blue Raiders down in Jacksonville, Alabama earlier, but all three of those games went right down to the wire. 2 of them were one-run games. Let's break down the scoring here. After a scoreless first inning, Western batted around in the second inning against David Horn Jr. as a leadoff walk, a single, and a double. The first 3 batters all reached, and they eventually all 3 came in to score. So Western 3 in the first inning for a 3-0 lead. Their catcher, Camden Ross, led off the third inning with a home run, and that made it 4-0 after 3 innings. They added 2 more runs in the fourth, both coming off the starter Horn, and Baranek came in and retired the side in the fourth after 2 runs scored, so it was 6-0. And then they picked up 2 off Baranek in the 5th inning to make it 8-0, and that was all the scoring for the Hilltoppers in that ball game. The Raiders did not get on the board until late in the game in the 8th inning. Owen Nowak led off with a base hit. Tyler Minnick followed with a double down the left field line. And Minnick's double drove in Nowak with the first run. Cooper Clapp and Nathan Brewer went out, but Lane Akers, with a base hit to right field, drove in Minnick to make it 8-2, and that was it as far as the Raiders' offense was concerned today. Final totals: Western Kentucky 8 runs, 11 11 hits, and no errors, left 10 men on base. The Raiders 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7. And the winning pitcher, Perry, now 8-2. David Horn Jr. takes the loss. He is now 3-4. Time of the game, they don't mention that here, so your guess is as good as mine. But it was not as long as the first game today, which went 4 hours. Raiders and Jacksonville tomorrow, 12:30 scheduled start time, Murfreesboro time, 12:15 pregame show. But beware, we could be coming on later depending on how long the first game lasts. So it is tournament time. Raiders fall by a score of 8-2. That's going to wrap it up here from the stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia. Thanks to all of you for joining us today on radio, and hope you have a good rest of the day. We'll see you again with more Blue Raider baseball tomorrow. Jackson Smith's been our studio producer, doing his usual fine job. And that's going to wrap it up.